to hear this, but evil eye is not protecting you from the things you can't see. It's actually holding you back. I know people are jealous. They are gonna monitor you, they are gonna watch your every move, and they might even wish the absolute worst for you. I get it. As someone who shares all of her life online and has seen so many hater comments, I understand. It is so important to understand that no one outside of yourself has the power to stop or prevent you from getting what you were always destined to have. So in this video, I'll be explaining why evil eye is holding you back and various mindset shifts that can help you become more confident and more powerful to make sure that you are not living in this low vibrational state of fear, but rather really getting all of the joy you possibly can out of life and learning how to protect yourself and deal with any negative energy. Before we get into it, this video has been brought to you by Squarespace. Now, I'm going to be talking quite a little bit about what it's like to start a business and put yourself out there and do something that is unordinary, because that is the main topic that people love to bring evil eye into, and I am so sick of it. I am the biggest advocate that you should put yourself out there. Start the social media, start the business, and shout from the rooftops about it. How else are you going to promote yourself and get your name out there? Chapter 1. So why is evil eye actually holding you back, and why do people not even realize that? So first of all, evil eye has been trending on social media for quite a while now, but the truth is it actually goes back so many generations, and it's also embedded in so many different cultures and beliefs. If you have no idea what evil eye even means, evil eye is basically the belief that other people can bring on bad luck or misfortune into your life, or even take good things away from you that are already happening just by giving you an evil stare or wishing bad things to happen for you. Ultimately, it's a little bit like manifestation in the sense that if somebody is envious of you and doesn't like you, they are going to manifest a bunch of bad stuff to happen in your life. And recently on social media, I've seen a lot of people open up about their experiences in paranoia on even starting a business, putting their face online, because they're super afraid that the good things that they got going on is going to be taken away because people are super jealous. And as someone who shares so much of her life online, like I literally have a vlog channel where you guys can see all of my personal life, I totally get it. I will be the first to tell you that people truly will wish the worst for you. However, I don't think that that should influence the way that you live your own life whatsoever. Why am I so confident in that belief? Well, I've done a lot of research around evil eye, and this is what I found out. When you look online, evil eye is described as this envious stare which can bring on misfortune as a result of an envious person, but it's also described as a supernatural ancient belief. The BBC even states that the evil eye is rooted in magical thinking and superstition. Guys, you can do all the research in the world, there is no real hard evidence to support evil eye. It is simply a belief that people choose to have. Basically, throughout history, if a person experienced a bad situation, ill health, lost a job, they would put that down to evil eye to explain why bad things happen to good people. Another interesting thing you should know about evil eye is that it's not always intentional. Sometimes we can envy people who are our friends or our family members, and just that envy apparently is enough with evil eye to bring on misfortune to another person, which is why everybody thinks it's so important to protect yourself from that and to make sure that you're maintaining as much privacy as possible. So now that you have a better understanding of what evil eye actually means, let me break down why and how this is holding you back so much. One, it literally fosters victim mentality with this whole why do bad things happen to good people? Instead of seeing the wisdom and the power in your adversities and how that helps you grow, you're like, oh my god, somebody complimented me yesterday and now I have a zit today, people are putting evil eye on me. Or oh my god, I shared my business and now I'm not getting enough sales, people are so jealous of me, it's not fair. You know, why are people wishing so bad for me? And all you're ever concerned with is your scarcity, your lack, and how the people around you aren't wishing the best for you. Now all of a sudden you are consumed by this negative energy and it's all you are focused on. And if you know a little bit about manifestation, or you've watched any of my previous videos, then we already know that your thoughts create your reality. Meaning, the more that you focus on negative energy, the more that you entertain this idea of evil eye, the more it will continue to manifest itself within your life. Not to mention, belief in this and making yourself the victim and thinking that, well, bad things are happening to me, I'm so good and this is so unfair, facilitates even more fear in your life. And we already know through the vibrational chart of energy that fear is one of the lowest vibrational frequencies. If you don't know what vibrational frequencies are about, essentially they are super important because they have a very big influence on your manifestation abilities. Manifestation is all about the law of attraction, and you attract things based on the energy that you are giving out. So when you are further up the vibrational frequency chart and you are operating at love and joy and abundance, you are bringing all of that back into your life. But when you are operating at fear, you know, you have a scarcity mindset, you are repelling any abundance from coming into your life. 2, evil eye encourages laziness and stagnancy. Listen, Every single person I have spoken to that goes on about evil eye is real, guys. Evil eye is real. Like, be careful. These people stay talking about all of their dreams and ambitions of what they want to do, and yet, they've taken no action towards it. Why? Because of fear of evil eye. And like I said before, your thoughts create your reality and your inner belief system. So when all you're thinking about is, people don't want the best for me, that creates this limiting belief system which is going to prevent you from taking any action on the goals that you want to take, because automatically your brain is going to resort to, well, there's going to be negative results because of it. And it's actually a very easy fix. I was once talking to somebody who said that, you know, I can feel the evil eye from other people. And I said to them, what about all the people that love you unconditionally, want to support you and want to see you win and want the best for you? Your partner, your parents, your closest friends, what about them? The ones that would help you in your business, the ones that would always cheer you on. Funnily enough, those people are never considered. Instead, it's all of these strangers, all of these acquaintances who you think hate you so much. And to be brutally honest, you are not as important as you think you are. I am not invalidating your experience. I am not saying these people aren't jealous of you. Hell, they probably are. But for every hater you have, you also have 10 people who love you so much and want the best for you. And you're doing yourself a disservice by not paying attention to that. And when your thoughts are centered on that positivity and support that you do have in your life, all of a sudden, now you feel more confident. Now you're more encouraged to go out there and start the business or get on social media because you know that people want you to do that. And even if you had absolutely no one in your life that could be remotely happy for you, which is highly unlikely, then please take comfort in the fact that you are not nearly as important to people as you think you are, because everybody else is so consumed by their own miseries and their own problems that they are not revolving their day around ruining your life. You know, meanwhile, there are celebrities and influencers out here that are sharing every single second of their life, and they just keep up leveling constantly while you are making excuses on why you can't even start. 3, believing in evil eye is literally the most unproductive use of time. I want you to take a second to think of your idols, somebody wealthy that you might know, celebrities, your favorite influencer. Think about any interviews they've done or videos they've made where they're talking about their success story, why they are where they are. Have they ever mentioned, yeah, you know, I spent years trying to ward off the evil eye and I did all these protection methods to make sure that evil eye couldn't come for me, and you know, I really hit rock bottom because of evil eye? No, they don't entertain it and they never talk about it. You know what they do talk about? Work. How they put the work in, how they believed in themselves, how they started being grateful, how they cultivated a more positive mindset, how they improved their self-talk, how they improved their relationship with themselves, how they improved their knowledge about their niche or their passion. You see the difference? 4. So really, I guess evil eye just boils down to bad luck, right? So is bad luck real? The concept of luck itself is simply a placebo that is the result of your own energy. There is evidence to support that, as well as the fact that people's realities differ from each other based on their belief in luck, their rejection of luck, and their perception of whether they are lucky or unlucky. There is literally research out there that has been done to show that people who believe that they are lucky tend to have better things going on in their life than those who don't. Okay, this all boils back to lucky girl syndrome, and we know all about that. To wrap up this chapter, I just want to say, people are going to be monitoring spirits. They're going to be watching you. They're not going to like your post. They're going to be talking shit about you. And to that I say, let them. Because on this side of the internet, we are too busy investing all of our energy in attracting more happiness, joy, and abundance into our life. Because we know, we are so assured that our own prayers and purpose is so much more powerful than anybody else's ill-wishing thoughts. By telling yourself, I'm not going to post this achievement or share this great thing that's gone on in my life, because what if people are watching me, or what if people are sending bad energy my way? You are basically interrupting your own life. You are not letting your life flow as it should. You are not letting yourself enjoy your birthright, which is joy and happiness, and to celebrate oneself. You are choosing to believe that other people have the power to change and manipulate what is going on in your own life. And I think that there is nothing self-loving about that. This leads us on to chapter number 2, mindset shifts. Now this is where we are going to grab all of that power back. We are going to learn how to protect ourselves from negative energy, because yes, that is real. I believe in that. However, I don't believe that people have the power to influence our own lives. I believe that is all down to us, and that is due to step number 1, which is the locus of control. The first mindset shift is all about shifting your locus of control. We are going to shift it to an internal locus of control, which essentially means that you go through life every single day like I create my own life. I am responsible for everything that happens. I need to hold myself accountable for learning from my mistakes and anything that goes wrong so that I can create an even better, more abundant life for myself. You believe that you have control over the events that happen in your life, whereas a person with an external locus of control would be very likely to believe in something like evil eye because they go through life every day thinking, oh my god, I'm so unlucky, but I have bad luck, so I'm probably not gonna get that. Outside forces have control over my life. And they basically feel hella anxious and helpless all of the time because they just believe that they are not meant to have a good, happy life. It's so easy for others. Yeah, well, you're lucky or you have all this privilege and I'm not ever gonna get anything. Even if a person with an internal locus of control had nothing growing up, they still believe, but I am the creator of my reality and my destiny. I can go out and achieve more. I have the power to give myself a much better life. Mindset shift number 2 is to let go of your need for external validation. Now, I speak about this a lot, but it's a little bit more different in this case because the second that you stop waiting for others to congratulate you or praise you, the less you're gonna notice those who don't do that, okay? Because if you are so focused on, oh my god, my friend never likes my Instagram pictures, this person never comments, this person's always watching but they don't congratulate me, that is what gives more evidence and validates the concept of evil eye in your head, which then, as we know, facilitates more fear, a victim mentality, and like, everyone's out to get me, no one's gonna support me, and then that will just continue to manifest in your life. If you aren't even focused on what other people are saying, thinking, supporting, or loving you, and instead you're just pouring all the love into yourself, you know, I'm doing a great job on my own. There is no focus on the external whatsoever. And that means you're gonna be more centered on your own self-validation, and at that point, the concept of evil eye is not even gonna be in your vision. Mindset shift number 3. Let's rewind it back to when I talked about why bad things happen to good people. And people normally put this down to evil eye. So I thought I'd break down, why do bad things happen to good people? I was somebody who used to think, my life is so unfair. What did I do to deserve this? I'm so young, I can't believe all of this stuff is happening to me, blah, blah, blah. I was throwing myself a little pity party every single day in my head. And you know what? It was pathetic. I look back at that now and I'm like, seriously? Now, I'm not saying my life is perfect, okay? There is still a lot of stuff that I'm healing from, I'm coping with. There is a lot of stuff in my life that I lack. I just choose not to look at it in that way. There have been a lot of adversities that I have experienced, but now I choose to look at it as one of those things literally made me the person I am today. I would not be able to have this YouTube channel and have the success and the career that came with it if it wasn't for all of the lessons that I had to learn very early on in life. In fact, I would be on a completely different path if it wasn't for all the wisdom I gained in going through those adversities. I would not be in the relationship I am in right now if I didn't get my heart broken so many times, which then led me down a path to reading and learning more about love and attachment styles. I simply wouldn't have had the idea in the first place. Thank God the universe decided to put me in the wrong places with the wrong people so that I could become stronger, wiser, and more resilient so that I could grow into the person I am today. I also know that more bad things will probably happen to me because guess what? That's life. That's the beauty of it. You cannot have light without dark, just like you cannot have good without bad. We would never know what it's like to experience happiness and love and extreme joy and gratitude if we didn't know the opposite, which is to experience sadness and anger and rejection. Happiness feels so good because we know by contrast what it's like not to have it. Bad things happen to good people because bad things happen to everyone. Just because you are a good person does not make you entitled to not have any challenges in life. This is not to say that your traumas are deserved. This is to say that there is so much beauty in them that you can see and that will contribute to the person that you were always meant to be and to fulfilling your fullest potential. I promise you, as someone who has been there and on that journey, and as someone who knows and welcomes with open arms any adversities that are going to continue to come my way and that will lead to the growth that I will continue to experience. You guys should know, like, don't you ever look back on your life and you're like, I would respond to that situation differently today. I am so much stronger and smarter. Like, I can't believe I used to make those mistakes. I can't believe I used to act like that. I can't believe I used to deal with my emotions like that. Now I know how to regulate my emotions. Now I know to avoid these types of people in dating. Now I know how to set standards in my friendship. It's so magical and it's so beautiful. And when you shift your perception towards that, evil eye is not even something to consider. The fourth mindset shift is building power in your own prayers over other people. Now, this links back into lucky girl syndrome because listen, I go through life every single day and I'm like, the universe just wants to keep giving me abundance. Give it, give it, give it. And I'm here. I'm ready for it. I don't think like, oh my God, I have to be careful. And these people were commenting hate on my videos today and some people are messaging me saying that I don't deserve anything. Okay, and what? That's life. That's what people do. And I actually try to send love their way and I try to be compassionate towards them because I'm like, they have so much more healing to do that they can't help but send hate your way because that is the only energy that exists within their own life. Who said that people people had all of this power to affect what is going on in your life. If you're religious and you believe in God, I personally cannot wrap my head around the fact of believing in evil eye at the same time as that, because you should believe that God is looking out for you no matter what. I personally am more spiritual, so I believe in the power of the universe and manifestation and law of attraction and knowing I am always looked after, I am always protected. And so a little bit of jealousy has got nothing on me. The next mindset shift is all about privacy and doing up privacy right. Now, just because I'm an influencer and I decide to put all of my life out there does not mean I am encouraging everybody to do the same. I love privacy. Privacy is cute. Privacy is that girl. And if you want to be super private, love that for you. Go ahead and do that. Just don't do it in fear. Don't do it when you actually want to be putting yourself out there, but you're holding yourself back and you're restricting yourself from doing the things you wish to do because of fear of other people, because that's not cool. I actually made a video on TikTok about this where I said, I don't believe in evil eye, but I do believe in keeping things private until they are done, because other people's limiting belief systems and energies can influence the confidence that you have about fulfilling a certain action, idea, or project. What I mean by this is if you are telling your friend, I had this really cool business idea, or I'm gonna apply for this job, and they have a scarce mindset, or they do not have abundant money beliefs, or they don't understand the path that you're going down, they want to be supportive. There's no part of them that is envious or wants to take this away from you like evil eye may suggest. They are simply less confident in their own life or have different belief systems. And so when they are responding to you, you listen to what they say, you absorb their energy, and their belief systems might start influencing yours, and you'll start taking on their thoughts. And then you're gonna go home and you're gonna be like, oh my God, they're right. Like, what if this business doesn't work? What if this is too risky? What if I shouldn't go into that job, because what if I won't make enough money? And then it will influence you to make a different decision from the one that was authentic to you. And that's why I'm the biggest believer that privacy can be done right, that to protect your confidence and your positive thoughts towards something, don't tell other people until you are fully confident in something so that you're not swayed a certain way. Anyways, I posted that video and a bunch of people were commenting on it saying, well, see, that's evil eye. That is what evil eye is. So like, what are you talking about? And to that I say, please refer back to the literal definition of evil eye. There is a very large difference between the two. Believing in evil eye is believing that people can literally interrupt the happenings of your life, that they are envious, they want to take something away from you, or they want to bring you bad misfortune, okay? You telling your friend or your boyfriend, I want to do this, and them just not getting it, and then affecting your confidence as a result of you listening to them saying, maybe this is a bit risky, is very, very different. The next mindset shift is to stop giving so much power to other people and start putting all of that power within your own actions. As a girly who loves self-development, literally every single book on those shelves is self-development. I've been consuming so many books or podcasts, or I've been watching interviews of successful people and how they got to where they were. Even when I'm not actually working on my work and my business or my dreams, I'm consuming media and content that teaches me how to be the best version of myself, how to get further on my personal growth journey. Meaning, when people talk about these ideas about evil eye and other people taking things away from you or manifesting bad luck in your life, my immediate response is, what do you mean? I worked for this. Like, I put in all of the time. Every single day, I decide what energy I'm giving. I decide my emotional responses. I decide my actual responses to the way other people speak to me. I decide how much work I'm gonna put in, how I'm gonna schedule my day. I'm quite literally the creator of every single big task and micro habit I do. And when you are that hyper fixated on becoming the best version of yourself, and you recognize that you put in all the work to get there, the idea of evil eye sounds so stupid and invalid to you that you can't even wrap your head around it. Now that we're getting to the end of this chapter, let's talk about how you can protect yourself from negative energy. And no, this has got nothing to do with evil eye. This is all about protecting your own energy, because it's precious and it influences your ability to manifest, to work, and to be the best version of yourself. In my opinion, the easiest way to start in protecting yourself from bad or negative energy is to not feed in to any hatefulness. And I've had a lot of experience in this as someone who has experienced so many hate comments and people trying to tear me down on social media. It is so easy for me to respond back to those people, to block them, to give them a comeback. By responding to it, entertaining it, talking about it to other people, I am absorbing more of that negative energy. If I just see it, ignore it, go about my day, I'm protecting myself from it. I'm protecting my energy. I am allowing myself to stay up with happiness and joy and abundance instead of responding to that hatefulness, thinking about it, talking about it, complaining about it, and therefore lowering my vibrational energy down to fear, to anger, to grief. Another way to protect your own energy, because it's so precious, is to be careful on who you surround yourself with. with. Once again, not because everyone's out here to get you and they're gonna influence your life and they're gonna put all these curses on you. No. Be careful with who you surround yourself with, because you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. Meaning, if you have insecure friends, their insecurity is going to lead them to putting you down. I'm not saying that that's going to ruin your life. I'm saying it might also make you a little bit insecure because of the way they're talking and treating to you. Another thing is, don't surround yourself with people who are lazy and aren't going anywhere in life if your goal is to get to the top and to live an extraordinary life, because it's going to make you think that you're doing such big things when you're not. You need to surround yourself with people who align with you, with your mindset, with your growth mindset, that you can bounce ideas off of, that make you feel understood and seen and loved. Simply because that is you doing yourself the biggest favor to your energy, to the conversations you're having, and to make sure that you are encouraged on the path that you are on. Another really cool way to protect yourself from any negative energy, this is a really good hack to do before you're going anywhere or meeting anybody new, is to use imagery and visualization. So before you go out, you're basically going to imagine having this protective shield around you, where anything that anybody says, their negative beliefs, their criticisms, their insults, is just going to be bouncing off of you. When you imagine that, like, the mind is so powerful, this will help to prevent you absorbing anything they're saying and taking it as fact and kind of forming your own belief system as well. Picture yourself with this aura of positive, unbreakable confidence and energy, where anything anybody says or the way they act simply bounces off you and back to them. I personally do this not because of evil eye, obviously, because I don't believe in it, but because I have sometimes gone out to meet people and I have conversations with them and they drain me because they are saying things that stem from their insecurity, or they have scarce thoughts, and it is just killing my own positive, abundant energy. And to wrap this all up, let's answer the question. Do you need to keep praying? Do you need to make sure that you are protected from this every single day, to make sure that you are not affected by evil eye? Ultimately, no, because there is no evidence to support the fact that evil eye is real and has any effect on your life. Which means any supposed evidence or presence of this evil eye in your life that you think you are seeing is simply a result of your belief in it. Meaning, wouldn't you rather do yourself the favor of believing that evil eye isn't real, because we will never know if it's real or not, just so that you feel more confident, more outgoing, more authentic, louder in your self-expression, so that you can live life to the fullest without concerning yourself with fear or what other people are going to think, so that you can make the most of every day, rather than doing yourself the disservice of thinking, I need to hide this, but should I post this? Oh my god, I don't know about that. Because you're just stressing yourself out. The outlook and perception you decide will inevitably change the lifestyle that you experience every single day. So please do yourself the favor of believing that people do wish the best for you, people are sending love your way, and that any negativity, jealousy, or envy cannot and will never affect you. And lastly, chapter number 3, the homework chapter. To wrap up everything we've explained, I want to give you guys 3 quick homework tasks you can do. Some of these I already covered in chapter number 2. There are actually more methods there, so definitely rewatch that for some more methods on how to protect yourself from negative energy. The first homework task is to remove, mute, or block anybody that's making you feel uncomfortable in posting online. I've actually heard a lot of people say that when they want to start their influencer career, they're kind of nervous about what people from high school are going to think of them. That's absolutely fine. Just remove them and then get on with it. Because by actively removing anyone that is interrupting your energy or your confidence, you are finally taking back control over your life to make it easier for you to pursue the goals that you actually want to do. And honestly, that was a real goal of this video, to make sure that you are living authentically, that you are pursuing all of the goals you want without any fear that people are going to take it away from you or sabotage you. Homework task number 2 is to start focusing on your own energy completely. I want you to have self-care Sundays. I want you to meditate in the morning. I want you to write down a list of your goals and then move them to your calendar, so that every single day you spend at least 1 hour moving towards the best version of yourself, whether that be in the form of setting up a business, of learning a new language, of taking care of yourself, of spending more time with friends, of getting out into nature, of traveling, you name it. Practice self-reflection, read more, improve on your personal growth, please, because the more that you get absorbed in that, and the more you focus your time and energy into, oh my god, today is another day to try and be the best version of myself, your attention is finally going to be shifted away from what other people are thinking about me and wishing of me, then now your mindset can finally move to a more abundant place, and therefore you are going to be able to manifest more abundant things in your life, because your focus is ultimately what decides what you experience. And lastly, homework task number 3 is take your consumption more seriously. I say this all the time for a reason. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and those 5 people can be books, podcasts, friends, family members. Please try to watch YouTube videos, for example, or read more books of people who are doing the same things that you are doing, who have traveled the world, who are quitting social media, who are starting starting businesses, because that is truly what's going to influence you and give you more confidence that your dreams and your ambitions are possible. There are people out here literally living what you want to do, and guess what? Evil eye never touched them. And then at that point, nothing's going to hold you back. You're going to feel so encouraged and so safe, and like all of your dreams are actually possible because there are people out there already living them, and it's time that you get to do that too. And that brings us to the end of this video. Guys, that was the first video I filmed in the new apartment in London. There is so much new, fresh content coming your way. I've already got a new YouTube series in the works. So guys, subscribe if you haven't already, because there are some new types of videos that you've never even seen from me before. It's about to get so much bigger and better. Once again, thank you so much guys for watching. Please comment down below your thoughts on this video and maybe if it changed or influenced you in any way, because I would love to hear it. And also feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram because I love hearing your thoughts. And I will see you same time on Friday for a brand new video. I appreciate you. Bye.